What is up, everyone? It is I, DPX here. Welcome back to another review. Today, we'll be reviewing Monsters at Work, a Disney Plus series that is a kind of a direct sequel to Monsters, Inc., one of the best Pixar movies. What do I think of it? Well, let's find out. Hi guys, DPX here. Today we're reviewing Monsters at Work. Before we get started, you know what to do. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and leave a comment, or I'll scare you. Even though it's about laughing, but I'll scare you. So I don't know how much I'll be able to say about this really, because this isn't like a natural show where it's like, you know, all the episodes are connected. You know, this one's sort of like, I mean, they're all connected, of course, but it's sort of like a show where, like, most of the episodes are inconsequential to the other, if you know what I mean. I guess it's a show like SpongeBob in that regard, where it's like, you know, it's not one overarching story or whatever. There is one main, you know, plot going on here, and that's Tyler Tuskman, someone who was at Monsters University, went to Monsters Inc. to be a scarer, but once he got there, turns out that Monsters Inc. was about making people laugh. So, like, it was stuff beyond his control, and, you know, I'm sure that'll resonate with a lot of people. I love the returning characters, like, including, like, you know, Mike and Sully. I love how their voice actors reprise their roles for this, I find it really funny how they don't have Roz in this, but they got rid of her and replaced her with Rose. I find that really funny. So basically, Tyler, going back to him, was, you know, he joined Monsters Inc. with the intentions of becoming a scarer, but, you know, things beyond his control ended up, you know, he's trying to become a jokester now. So as he's working towards becoming a jokester, he is working with Mift, which is like this this basement, like, basically construction maintenance kind of team. You know, they're sort of your main characters of this. You know, I like that you know, Sully and Mike are back, but they're not the main characters. You know, you want to give some, you know, focus to some new characters. You kind of gave these two whole movies. Yes, you got Tyler, and see, the thing about him is he's sort of like the most generic character, but I feel like with all the strangeness going on around him, I think he works well as like the straight man around a bunch of strangeness, if you know what I mean. Like, I feel like that works. But then there's Val, who, you know, claims to be Tyler's best friend, even though they had, like, 2 classes in college together. There's Fritz, who's the, you know, main guy of Mift. There's Cutter, who's the only thing she does is basically just talk about how many people die in Mift. And there's Duncan, who, I'll get into Duncan in a bit. And I'll just say, when, like, they introduce these characters, they're very unlikable. I'm just gonna say that, like, you know, Tyler tells them, like, this is only temporary, I'm not permanently a Mifter, I'm gonna be a jokester. And they just completely ignore him, you know. And then Duncan especially is, I really don't like Duncan. He's really annoying. I get he's supposed to be just the giant dick, but, like, I don't know, you see, his thing is, like, he just wants a higher position in Mift or whatever, which, I mean, I guess it's good enough as, like, sort of an antagonist, sort of dickish motivation, I guess, but, like, you know, he never learns anything, he never goes through an arc, you know, at least with Val, as she was just very annoying towards Tyler, At least like she went through a bit of an arc, and then Tyler and Val became, you know, friends. There was an episode where it seemed like Duncan should learn something, and he kind of did, but then the next episode he just went back to being a dick. But then in the finale, he's like being all nice to Tyler and shit, and it's like, what? Hello? And obviously this is a kid's movie. Yeah. So some of the jokes I'm not gonna find too funny because I'm not a kid. But you know, I'm sure there are some jokes in here that kids would find funny. But there are some jokes in here that I don't think kids would find funny. Like, there at the end of every episode, there's like a little segment called Mike's Comedy Class. And there's this one about knock-knock jokes where it's like, I'm not actually knocking on anyone's door, am I? It's like, if I was a kid, I don't think I would find that funny at all. That's just lame. I don't have a whole lot to say about Monsters at Work. It's a cool little series. Nothing too special, though. It's fine. You know, the first few episodes I really liked. Sort of started to, you know, drop off after a little bit. But I don't have too much to say about it. So, in the end, I'm going to give Monsters at Work a nice 7 out of 10. Which is good. That's actually a really good score, but because I enjoyed it. There wasn't really a single episode here that I like hated. You know, they all were decent. Just I don't know if I'll be remembering it. You know, like saying like 2 months. I don't know if there's gonna be a season 2, but I'll probably watch the second season. But yeah. Anyways, Monsters at Work. What did you guys think? Did you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Have you seen it? Have you not seen it? And if you haven't seen it, do you want to see it? Do you not want to see anything about this show? Let me know down below. Anyways, be sure to come subscribe, or I'll scare you. Also, if you're wondering why I'm not as energetic in this video, it's because I just woke up. Anyways, bye!